I'm going to make an intro and then call you guys in 1 minute probably. Yo, 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 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. How are we doing, lads? Welcome, welcome, welcome to another stream here in the BarcaBuzz channel, our second stream for our talk show that we are doing weekly. Um, and here we are, bro. In less than an hour, and actually in 50 minutes, the the Euros is gonna start. Actually, it will be one of our topics today. We're gonna be doing some predictions and all of that, talking about what we can expect, and also the Barca news. But to be honest, there weren't that many news during the weeks, no. Let's see who is in the chat already. Anu Chama, how are you doing, bro? Welcome. When we will get to know the new prize cup, but for the price for which cup, bro? I don't know exactly which cup are you are referring to. Uh, I don't know which one. I don't know the Super Cup that we will play in the middle of the season. I don't know, man. But yeah, uh, if you tell me which cup, I can try to answer, of course. But let me call in the lads, in, and then we can we can start we can chat. Yo, lads, are you hearing me? No. Now we can.
Yes, yes.
Yes, you are, no? So for the lads in the chat, we are here with the names I didn't memorize yet, but Rishav, no? How are you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm great. Hope you guys are doing very well as well. And it's a very big occasion today as the Euros are starting. And looking forward to the tournament, of course. And as far as transfers are concerned, I don't think anything significant happened in the last week or so. So yeah, Euros are probably the thing which everyone is talking about right now, and the entire focus is on that tournament.
Yeah, no, for sure. As you said, it didn't happen that much this week, no? Which is kind of surprising because at Barca we know how things usually are very, very. It happens a lot, no? In not that much time, but this week didn't. Then we have also a new guest with us that wasn't last week. No, Rishav. It was together. No, but Srizom. I don't know if like that I pronounced your name, bro. If I'm wrong, you can correct me. How are you doing, man? Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, thank you very much for calling. I'm very honored and privileged. Yes, it's a very, very important occasion today, the Euro start, as well as the transfer market also begins today in some of the countries, I think. So uh, it will be a really interesting one because a lot of the teams are going through a rebuilding phase, including Barca.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be interesting to see how everyone works out the term.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see, as you said, how not only the Barca players, but especially then they perform in the Euros, no, and how maybe this can impact in the market a lot and all of that, no, if maybe some players can increase their level and all of that. Let me see. Someone in the chat was asking before about when we would know the price cup, but I don't know exactly what he was meaning. But now, can Barca get into 101 before the transfer market? Well, we can as the lad asking the chat, we can start with that if you guys don't mind, and after that we do the Euros predictions. I think, bro. I know I'm not sure, man, because it depends on the Nike deal, sorry, And also the other thing, man. I think Rishav knows more about it. Maybe you can explain, bro. The libero thing, the 40 millions and all of that. I really don't, I know that there is some money missing in that we need to get to the one-on-one situation, but I don't know exactly how it works, bro. But if I'm not wrong, is these are the two main points that we need to resolve. If we do, we can get to the one-on-one. But if not, probably we would have to sell some players. But I don't know what you guys think about that, man. We will be able to get before the market, man. I'm not that. I'm optimistic, but not sure because with the euros and all of that, it's difficult to operate the things, no.
Yeah, well, the thing is that when Barcelona did sell the famous livers back in 2022, right?
Yeah, yeah. It was.
When the Barca Studios was sold, it was sold for a certain amount of projected money, which the entire amount of which money did not come in at that particular time.
Uh
A
huh.
certain amount of money was received back in 2022. 60 millions was supposed to be received in the June of 2023. 60 million was supposed to be received this year in June, and another 60 million is supposed to be received in June of next year, that is in 2025. But what happened is that in 2022, I think 40 millions was paid by some company called Orpheus Media. It
Mhm.
is owned by Homie Roches or something is his name. Rores, something is his name. I'm forgetting it, but can't remember it properly.
Okay.
60 million was paid. And back in 2023, when the 60 million was supposed to be paid, the company backtracked. And that is what started the problems. And then Barcelona tried to sell it to Libero. And Libero did pay 20 millions or so, and 40 million is still outstanding till this date.
Mhm.
And what but the board did is that they paid a 20 million bank guarantee from their own pocket, and that helped us in registering players such as the both Joao Cancelo and Felix. And
Okay.
apart from that, you had Inigo Martinez, Gundogan. Everyone was registered using those money and the sales we made. But what happened now? Since we have not received those money, like 60 million for this year, as well as like 40 million, which was pending for last year, the La Liga, the league,
Uh huh.
they registered it as a deficit, and that is what has created a deficit in our accounts, and due to which we are struggling right now to return to 1:1. And that is why the Nike deal is kind of very important, because it is supposed to give in a like signing renewal bonus of 100 millions. I personally believe that once the Nike deal is signed, and if it is like officially announced by tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, or even by the end of this month, then it should be more than enough. And even Barcelona made like 10 million euros by the sale of Shadi Riyad to Crystal Palace from Real Betis. Like
Mhm.
they sold Riyad first to Betis for 3 millions, and they got 50% of the fee which Betis sold him to Crystal Palace for. And I think the fee would be around 15 millions, and the total of Barcelona which they'll receive is around 10 millions or 9 million something. And for returning to 1:1, I think the Nike deal should be enough. Like if they do give in a like the signing bonus of 100 millions or 120 millions, it would be more than enough. And that is actually the amount of deficit which we have for Barca Studios right now.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I was. Meanwhile, you were explaining. I was trying to find the tweet the BarcaBuzz did it recently about that, and just to read to the guys to achieve one rule, Barca still need to settle the outstanding amounts that the club owes La Liga for the sale of Bar Studios. That is exactly what you explained. Summer of 2020. Wow, I thought 2020. That's interesting. Barca only pay 40 million of the total 200 million from the deal. Okay, they still owe 40 million from last summer, and now in June they need to pay another 60 million. Okay, yeah, it's exactly what you said. But I read something as well that maybe the Nike deal is not wouldn't be enough. I don't know exactly. Hopefully it is, bro. Because if it isn't, if it isn't, it's just how can I say a pain, no, a head pain for Barca to continue to do that because, as we know, without dealing with that, it will be difficult to operate in the market, no. But in user reason, what do you think, bro? It's a complex situation, no, bro. I don't know when Barca will be able to solve this financial problem forever, man, because Um, if if we continue like that, it would be difficult to operate normally in the market. No. I think he's muted now, but there's no problem. But yeah, bro. If it doesn't work, man, I think probably Barca would need to sell uh, more than expected to. But I can explain. Probably we can for now we can imagine the players that probably will leave. You know, the players that and contract the players that clearly I don't have a space in the team. The likes of Alonso, Romeo, these players that we know for sure that won't be staying. Even Roberto, I would probably put in there. But if this money situation doesn't get sorted, probably we would need to sell more players, no, and maybe get to players that are considerably important. No, I don't know who could be. I don't know if
Yeah,
a
yeah,
Ferran
of
Torres,
course.
something like that. No?
Even yeah, of course. Even with the one to one rule, it's quite tough for us to sign any players in our current condition because uh, what the one to one rule really means is that we have to sell the equal amount of uh, players or in financial terms in money
Mm-hmm.
to get equal amounts of players in, right?
And what
So
it comes in have to be the same that it comes out. No, the opposite. Yeah, but it's
yes,
probably what you
exactly.
said. Yeah.
The incomings and outgoings should have a balance.
Mm-hmm.
That's what one is. So in that case, if we are unable to reach uh, one to one by at least June 30, it's going to be very tough because then we will have to look at selling other than just our the players that are already on the market like Romeo, Roberto, or Eric Garcia or Clement Langley, right?
Mm-hmm.
So other than them, we also have to look at the our main roster players, the ones who are very important to our squad at the moment, and uh, like and at that moment it would be very hard for us to sell the important players too because most of the teams would know that other teams that who would be interested in buying those players, they would know that we're desperate to sell, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in that moment we would have a very big problem because they would be willing to pay less money than their market prices, right?
Mm-hmm.
So i- in that sense we could end up in a situation that where like for say we need 50 to 60 million to reach normal point like one to one, right?
Okay.
So uh, a player like any of our um, current starters could generate that amount of money, right? If we sell them, so in that case they would be willing to pay less because they know that we need the money to get back to the original state, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the thing is, the problem that we would get there if we need to sell a player is selling a player that how can I explain that? A player that we wouldn't be regretting selling if you guys can get me. You can sell the players that maybe the lone players, the players that are coming back, or the players that don't play much. But the as you said, the players that have the value would be probably the players that Barca wouldn't want to sell. For example, I don't know what you guys think, but I wouldn't sell in any case. I don't know if the offer is 200 million, then of course you would consider. But I wouldn't consider selling Ronald Araujo, for example. I think he's a player that if we sell, we would be regretting to do it. But just to see your opinion, who you guys would consider selling and wouldn't be sad if they go out. I have one here that actually is an interesting topic, but it's because it probably was the biggest news of the biggest news of the week. I would say that Frankie De Jong is not going to be being part of the Euros because his injury that he had, he didn't recover 100%. So the thing is that he's probably one of the players that could be considering to sell, but if with the injury, it's difficult to sell this kind of player, no. But he's the one that maybe we can consider because especially if you want to bring another CDM and all of that, I think he's a player that have a lot of value and maybe we we wouldn't suffer much if he leaves. But I don't know what you guys think. I'm gonna be reading
Well,
the chat
as
as
I
well.
said last week, yeah, as I said last week, if we are looking to sell a player, it should be only in case if we are be able to like upgrade on the player.
Uh huh.
Like even back in 2022, when there were many rumors about Barca trying to sell Frankie De Jong, I always said that if the replacement is someone like Bernardo Silva, who was linked very heavily last that summer, then definitely you can think about that. But the other player who was linked in that case was Carlos Soler. And I
Mhm.
always said that if the replacement would be Carlos Soler, then definitely a no. And if the replacement would be someone like Bernardo Silva, or if it is Bernardo Silva, then you can definitely think about selling Frankie De Jong. And
Okay.
it's the same case right now. Like if we are able to upgrade on him, then definitely you can start think of selling him like a massive wage also of the books, and you can like I personally do think that it would be considerably easier to upgrade on Frankie De Jong on him rather instead of some other players. Like you definitely can't replace the likes of Gavi or Araujo or even Jules Koundé. I think it's very difficult to find someone like Koundé who
Mhm.
can fill in at center back, at right back in both places. And another player who could be on the market is Rafinha, although I would not consider anything below 120 millions for Rafinha.
Me
And
neither.
above that, you can consider that. But he's someone who is not that pleasing to the eye, I would say, but he is effective. He always steps up in the big moments. He contributes with the goals and assists, which ultimately wins you the games. And he contributes goals and assists, which definitely wins you the games. Like you saw it against PSG, although the contributions he made we ended up in a losing cause, but he contributed a lot in that game, and that was perhaps the biggest game of our season. And apart from that, he had assists against Real Madrid, against Atletico Madrid, against all the top teams, you can say. And that's why I personally would not try to sell Rafinha for a cheaper amount or anything below 120 millions. And coming to Araujo as well, I don't think it would be wise to sell him. And
Yeah.
so another player who I personally would like Barca to put on the market is the goalkeeper Marc-Andre ter Stegen, because I definitely think that it would be kind of fine if you sell ter Stegen and try to find a young keeper who would be both good with his feet and as well as in shot stopping. And I personally do think that whatever ter Stegen has done in the last 10 years, especially in European championships, I think is too much protected. And that's why I think that he should be a player who Barca could think about putting on the market apart from Frankie de Jong.
Okay. Uh, but yeah, let me see the lads here in the chat are saying sell the young for 80 to 100 million. Yeah, that's good money, bro. Probably if an offer like that comes, I don't know. You can try to get a little bit more, no? But yeah, you should consider for sure because an offer like that maybe can solve the Barca problems. No? Barca Nation says sell the young. No, another. Wait, there was another comment. Well, another high wage guy is Lenglet. No, Lenglet for sure. I would doubt that he stays. He's not gonna stay, of course. But the thing is, the guy is I don't know. Probably Lenglet thinks he's a top one of the best
I
center backs in the
mean,
world. No, because he wants to win a offer, and I don't know. I'll be looking for the tweet. You can speak, man. Go on.
I mean, whatever we do, Lenglet somehow finds a way to end up staying,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I don't know, man. The guy, I don't know. He's always there, no. It's like on Titi, bro. I don't know why he's so difficult to get rid of the guy, man. It's incredible. But yeah,
I
he still
mean,
has 2 years in his contract,
there
man.
is a there is a reason. There is a reason.
Uh huh.
The reason is that uh,
he has an abnormally high salary,
The
right?
wages, no,
I
no, for sure.
mean, yes, that's the problem. And even if he signs for another team right now, the problem would be that uh, if he's currently being paid around 16 million per year here at Barca, right? So if someone else signs him, the problem would be that uh, they would they would have to pay him a wage that is at least proportionally correct to his current position, right? So they cannot reduce it by like from 16 million to like 4 or 5 million, right? To sign him. So in that case, it they would have to at least give him at least half of what he's getting right now. So in that sense, it's very hard for him to find any clubs because uh, uh, firstly he's not I mean, at Aston Villa, he couldn't. I mean, they don't have many world class centre backs, right? Even after that situation, even after playing a whole season, he couldn't convince Unai Emery enough to give him enough chances to get into their starting 11 permanently, right? So, and in that sense, it's very hard for him to find any convincing project or any team that would give him a leading role in their team, because but Lenglet might be out of Longley may be out of form, but the problem is that he's still quite young, right? I mean, he still has a whole career ahead of him, and even if he restarts his career properly right now, he can have a pretty long career for at least like 5 6 years easily. So I don't think the best case scenario here I can see that here is that we could probably maybe uh, let him go for free, like giving a letter of termination, or maybe come to an agreement with him on the wages for the remaining years of his contract. And he agrees to let go of some of it, and we agree to pay the rest of him to in an installment or something. And even after that, even if he becomes a free agent, I don't think there will be many clubs, um, interested in him.
I think probably what's gonna happen is what you said, but probably it's good. Um, he will have to wait for his contract to end, no, because I think Barca already tried to give him letter of freedom and he didn't accept it, because of course the letter of freedom the player has to accept, no, to get rid of to give away all of his contract, of course he didn't want it to, and well, what can we do? But yeah, I would probably say he his contract is gonna be expire in 2026, and he's gonna be going for free. There isn't any other any other solution, no. And until then, we continue to loan him for the team that can pay his salary. But probably Lenglet is, I don't know. For me, he's a really, how can I say, Saudi league type player. No, he looks clear. No, that probably Saudi league will be his next destination. Mostly because of that, because of the money, probably is the only place that would be willing to sign him and would be willing to pay what he's winning and what he's receiving at the moment. No, Barca Nation says woe's reason. I don't know why, but yeah,
That's the problem, actually. That's a problem. I
yeah.
mean, the option you just said, the Saudi option, right? Uh,
Oh, one of the
it
options. I
was
know.
actually
Maybe there will be more, but
it was actually probed out last summer, right?
yeah, I don't.
Before he joined Aston Villa, a huge offer came from I think it was Al Nasser or Al Ittihad. I don't remember correctly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it
So
was Al
uh,
Nassr, and they eventually signed Aymeric Laporte after that.
Ah, okay, okay.
yes, they were ready to pay him a lot of salary too, but he just didn't accept the destination because he thought that he could still continue in Europe at the
Ah,
top
okay.
level.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Now that you said it, I remember about that. Yeah, yeah. I think Rishad was going to say something. No, no.
Yeah, that only. That Al Nassr were definitely interested in Longley last summer, but he was, I think, hell-bent in staying in Europe, and he waited till the last days of the transfer window to see if any European side was interested in him. And eventually, Aston Villa did come in and they signed him. And Barca still, I think, they paid a part of his salary, but it was a minimal part, and Aston Villa paid the most of his salary. But still, he was out on loan, and this summer he returns, and he's again a headache for the club to try to look for a club for him, for a destination for him, and the club definitely wants to get rid of him as soon as possible. But it definitely won't be that easy. For the wages which he is on, I think he's taking around 16 million euros on the accounts per season, and that's why not even the Saudi Arabian clubs would be ready to pay such a huge salary to him. And yeah, that's why I think this season too, Longley. I think this situation can drag on till July or even August. We'll see. But yeah, definitely the club will try to give him a letter of freedom so that he leaves for free. But they are at least able to save his high salary. We'll see like how the things develop in the coming days, coming weeks, and hopefully by the time like what the transfer window definitely opens, we'll have Longley not being a part of Barcelona and playing for some different club.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, I just hope whenever it may be this summer, the next, or even 2026, but that we can, we can get rid of once for all from him, man, because wow, the guy just doesn't go. Barca Nation, Eric Garcia not in your squad. Have you guys seen this? He had a good season. Yeah, I think we last week, no, we talked about about the Spain squad, and also the exclusion of Kubarsi, but Eric Garcia wasn't in. Now I cannot remember. I thought he was, but
No, Eric Garcia was not included in the squad.
yeah, it was Laporte, Vivian, no, from Bilbao,
Yeah, Vivian
Lenormand,
was there.
and
Nacho is there. Nacho,
Lenormand.
yeah.
Who's the other one?
Nacho of Real
Ah,
Madrid.
Nacho, claro, of course, Nacho Fernandez. Yeah, to be honest, bro, to answer your question, what can I say? Yeah, Eric Garcia had a very good season with Girona, of course. I think he and Kubarsi probably, if we see that their levels, both should have been in, but I don't know, maybe De La Fuente has another way of thinking. You know, Nacho. Nacho, I don't know, man. He had a good season with Madrid, but I don't know if he did enough to be in the Spain squad. To be honest, but I would have put in Eric Garcia instead of Vivian, for example, man. Who had a better season, Nacho or Garcia? Nacho got into the Champions League final, no, and did a good job. But I would say Garcia, Eric Garcia, sorry, in Girona, for me was more important than Nacho in Madrid. But I don't know what you guys think. Then we can. I don't know if there's more Barca things that you want, you guys can ask in the chat, and you guys in the Discord can say as well. But if you guys want, you can go to the Euros topic and cheers. We can go to the Euros topic as well. Actually, I have prepared here just a moment because I have, bro. This is incredible. I have a lot of screens here, but just wait a moment. I will do that, and do. This is the OBS, bro. Sometimes gets me crazy. We do that, and go here. Yeah. I have prepared a thing here with some things about the Euros, no? Some predictions that we can make, and to put our predictions and see what we think, no? Because I think, if I'm not wrong, BarcaBuzz did something similar in the morning, and actually I I got it the topics now. So we can do it one by one, and also the chat, and then we see um, our opinions. We can start. I don't know if you guys are seeing the screen. You guys in the in the Discord. I don't think so, but maybe we can start with, I don't know. Because winner of the years we can left for the last one. No, maybe Dark Horse. Dark Horse I think is a nice one to start. I don't know what you guys think. Let me do something. Wait.
Well, I would say for the dark horses, there are quite a few names to be honest. You can
Uh,
think of Austria, you can think of Serbia, you can think of Turkey, or you can think of maybe somewhere like Poland. Poland have been in pretty good form recently.
uh-huh.
Yeah, those four teams I would say. Yeah,
Poland, Austria, Serbia, and the other one
Post
was.
Poland, Austria, Serbia, and Turkey.
Okay, let me put here Rishav. But you have to pick one only, bro.
I have
So
to
that
pick
we
only
can,
one.
yeah, so that we can put
I'd
everyone's
go for
prediction.
Poland to be honest.
Poland. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, reason? Then after I do mine, and we
Yeah,
can
of
do the
course.
shadow one as well.
Yeah, of course. I think the team who would be the dark horses. I think it would be Austria for me.
Austria, do you?
I think, yeah, and because they have some very intriguing players,
Uh huh.
and most importantly, they have very. Uh, I wouldn't say that their squad is to some extent world class, but they have some very hardworking players, and most importantly, they have some very players who have had experiences all over the Europe, and above all that, they have a manager that who has had experience in managing clubs and managing sporting sections of many clubs in through for many years, and he knows most of these teams inside out. All the teams in Euros right now, and he also knows a lot of the players who are currently playing for a lot of the teams, and because of being a sporting director for many clubs, so I think it should be Austria.
Austria. To be honest, I was going to say the same, bro. But I didn't want to repeat. But to be honest, I don't have another one in my mind. Albania is an interesting one, but the thing with Albania is that they got a very hard group. No, the group of Italy, Spain, and Croatia. So it's probably going to be hard for them to get out of this group. But it's an interesting squad with Silvinho as the manager. I think they were doing very well until now, no. But yeah, man, I don't want to copy you, but I'm gonna be saying the same. I'm gonna be saying Austria because I think that they have as you said, they don't have any apart from Alaba, but he was injured. You know, they don't have any like world class player, but they have players that do the job very well. Sabitzer, Leimer, I think it's a very aggressive team, no? A team that can press a lot, and also with Ralf Rangnick, I think he has given a very interesting, an identity to the team. No, it's a very competitive team, and in the when we talk about the national squads, usually the squads that have a way of playing that is very clear, usually they do better. No, Germany is going to win the Euros screenshot. Panic Monster. I'm gonna be honest, bro. We'll be getting to the winner, but I don't think you are crazy with this prediction. I think maybe you can be very right, to be honest. But yeah, I'm gonna be saying Austria, man. In the chat, who the chat says as Dark Horseman, so that we can put in here. We have one Poland, two Austria, and the chat has to put a different one, no? So that we don't repeat more. Well, if you guys want Austria, we can put Austria as well. Let me see. Dark horse for me are Hungary. Hungary. Let me see their group, man. Just for me to remember. I think they have a group that maybe they can no they qualify. Let me see. Is the Germany, Scotland, and Switzerland. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'll definitely expect Hungary to go through that group, to be honest.
Yeah, man,
Germany are definitely expected to top that group, but
for
Hungary, if
sure.
you look at their team, I think they'll do better than Scotland and Switzerland, both of them.
Yeah,
So I
I
do
think they.
expect Hungary to finish second in the group.
Yeah, I think they should compete with Switzerland for sure. But I like the Switzerland team, man. To be honest,
Yeah,
and it's a very experienced
I
team
also
as well. So, but you guys have to remember. You probably know this that the four best third teams also go to the round of 16. So maybe
Yeah,
qualifying as third, you can also go to the next phase. No.
Yeah, I also saw somewhere that Hungary have been undefeated for quite some time under their new coach.
Yeah.
So it's a very important factor to look at here because form is very important coming into these tournaments, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
For sure, man.
so in that case, you can see that it's definitely looking a lot. It's looking very bright for Hungary right now.
Yeah, so let's put Hungary there, because they can go third in the group and then qualify and do a fantastic playoff. That can happen, for sure. So yeah, I want to put chat Hungary. Uh, Biggest underachiever. That's an interesting one. I'm gonna be starting this time. I know if you guys gonna be agree with that, but I've been thinking about this a lot recently. I don't think neither Netherlands, neither Italy, bro, will be doing well. Maybe they can get away from the groups, because of course you can get away being third. But after that, I don't know, man. Especially in Netherlands without De Jong, without Cup Miners as well. The rest of the team, of course, they have Xavi Simons, they have Depay, all of that, but I don't think they have enough quality. And also, I don't know, I don't see them being as good as the other top teams, to be honest. And because of that, I don't think they will be doing a good tournament. And the same to Italy, to be honest. And Italy, remember being the last champions, no? So yeah, I would, if I had to choose one, I'm gonna be putting Netherlands, because I don't know. I think they lack a little bit. But who do you who do you guys think? Rishav, Sreesan, the who do you guys think? See, German.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. For the
yeah.
biggest
Can you?
underachievers,
Go
I,
on.
I, I have a feeling it might be Germany.
Germany, you think? Oof, it's got
Yeah,
a
I
lot
have
of
a
people are
feeling.
putting a lot of faith in Germany. To be honest, me too, man.
I have
Yeah,
to.
I have a feeling
I
that
have.
either Germany will do very well or very bad. There would
Uh-huh.
be no in betweens, like say quarterfinals or semifinals. Nothing like that. Either they are getting knocked out in the round of 16 or they are making the finals. That's what I think.
Yeah, and also
I
playing at home and all that, no. So
Yeah,
sadly, I
like I
have to
think
agree with you,
either
Satya.
they'll go all the way or they'll get knocked out very soon. There won't be any in between for German. That's my feeling.
okay,
Sadly, I have to agree too.
yeah. So you guys are putting Germany just because of that. No, it's a 50-50 completely. I think they're going to be doing well,
Yeah,
bro. To be honest,
exactly.
and of course, so they are coming from very very bad tournaments. No, in the World Cup they got knocked out in the group stage. The last years also they didn't do very well. The other World Cup they didn't well. They didn't do well as well. But I don't know, man. I think now with Nagelsmann and with the players that are in there and also playing at home, I think they come strong, bro. If they can perform at the highest level, of course. But yeah, if you guys think Germany, fair play, bro. Let's see. You use this 17 says Germany or Spain will win the Euros. Yeah, Spain is interesting. What do you guys think about Spain, bro? I think it's probably one of the teams that play the best football, but I think in terms of quality, maybe lacks a bit, no, in comparison to our friends, to England, even Germany as well. I don't know, but I think they will be doing well. Spain as well. Huh?
Yeah, the thing with Spain is that they have lost a lot of their uh, experienced players over
Uh huh.
the last few years.
Okay.
Like the recent one to go is Sergio Busquets, right?
Yeah.
So uh, it's a very it's a very new team. It's filled with mixed with experience and a lot of youth, and it's probably going to be. I'd say that they have uh, a pretty balanced squad, except except that one part I am not very convinced of is their number nine position. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think they have a
Yeah, I think they lack a
lethal
player there,
scorer.
no?
Yeah, like I mean, from the eras of David Villa, um, Fernando Torres, and now we have someone like Alvaro Morata up front, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, so
Yeah,
that's a major
it's quite a downgrade,
that's a
no?
major concern for them. But their ace in the hole, I think, it should be both Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal. I mean, there's no need to say this, right? So, if they can somehow find a way to implement these two players to an extent where they can be pivotal and continue to create chances in all the important situations. I think they will be an exciting team to watch, but I don't know. It's quite a 50-50 for me, like the Germany one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the point that you said about the number nine is, I think is what has been lacking to Spain quite some time now, to be honest, because they play very well, they press, they control the game most of the time and all of that, but they lack someone there in the edge of the box, someone to put the ball in the back of the net, no, like as you said, Fernando
Exactly.
Torres, David Villa, even some like a Raul type of player, no. So yeah, against the top squads, maybe it will lack a little bit, no. Uh, but let me see, man. What the chat thinks is gonna be the the biggest underachiever. And by the way, I think it's only 7 minutes to start the Euros. Huh? I don't know if we can finish that, and then if you guys want want to go to watch the game, feel free, bro. We do as you guys want. Um, but yeah, Rishab, do you want to say something about Spain, bro? If you wanna. Penning Monster is
Spain,
saying that Italy will be the underachievers. I agree, man. I agree. That I don't think they're gonna be doing very well by a goal, bro. Sorry.
to be honest, Spain is quite a tricky one to predict right now,
Uh
because
huh.
you think they have a pretty good midfield.
Yeah.
They have very good flanks with Lamine Yamal, with Nico Williams. Even their fullbacks are very good with Carvajal, and maybe Grimaldo will be playing as the left back. But two positions in the Spanish team which I do think have a big weakness is the central of the defense and the center forward. Because
Mm-hmm.
Morata is a very good forward if you are looking to hold the ball, to link up play. But when it comes to finishing, he'll have that off day once in a while, and not once in a while, it's very often. And that's what happened. That's what cost Spain in the last Euros as well. In the semi-final against Italy, I think it was Oyarzabal who missed a flurry of chances.
Yeah.
And if he had even taken one of them, or he had so many of them, even if he had taken a one of them, Spain would have played the final. And they were so close to that because to be honest, they were all over Italy in the first half. And Spain definitely deserved to score at least two goals in the first half. And that was before Chiesa netted the opening goal. And to be honest, even in the World Cup, it was Spain's play in the final third which eventually cost them the match against Morocco.
Mm-hmm.
I think they had like 80% ball possession. They passed around the ball, but when it came to the final third, the forwards failed to link up or create or finish their chances,
Mm-hmm.
and that might cost Spain dearly again. And another position, as I mentioned, is the center of the defense. Because last summer, I remember back in 2021, because the Euros were held a year later when it should have been due to Corona. And then I think Pau Torres and Laporte started in the center of the defense back then.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very good, to be honest. And currently, I don't think Laporte is at that level right now. And that is quite evident because of the league he plays in the Saudi Arabian league. And with no disrespect to the Saudi Arabian league, of course, but it's definitely not at the same level of the European leagues. And then you have got the likes of Vivian. Of Lenormand is a very good defender, to be honest. But is he someone you'd like to have on your pitch against the top teams, against the best forwards in the tournament, whom you'll definitely face in the later halves of the tournament? And once upon a time, Spain had the likes of Puyol, Sergio Ramos, Gerard Piqué, but definitely those level of defenders are not there in Spain right now. And the backup defenders also, I don't think Nacho, even though he obviously won the Champions League and La Liga with Real Madrid, but definitely he's not that elite a defender, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And the same goes for Vivian. And these two positions are among the most important in your team.
For
I think
sure.
the midfield is pretty much settled with Rodri being there. Definitely, you've got Pedri, you've got the likes of Fermin Lopez, then Fabian Ruiz is there, Mikel Merino is there. It's definitely a very good midfield. The flanks obviously is well covered with Lamine Yamal, with
Nico
Nico
Williams.
Williams, with Danny Carvajal, with Alex Grimaldo or Cucurella, whoever starts in the left back position. And then when it comes to the goalkeeper, also, the moment which this Unai Simon had in the round of 16 against Croatia last summer,
Mm-hmm.
uh, he'll definitely hope he doesn't repeat anything like that this time around.
Yeah.
Because luckily Spain did win that game, but the mistake which he made in that round of 16 game against Croatia was definitely unacceptable in any level of professional football, leave apart or knockout match in a European Championship. So Spain, I don't think Spain's squad personally is that good to win the tournament. I see them making like the quarterfinals or the semifinals, but coming to winning the championship, I don't think so. They'll be able to do that, to be honest.
No, I agree. I agree.
But we definitely wish them the best. Like we wish the best to all the teams participating in the tournament. But when it comes to being the favorites, I don't think Spain are the favorites on paper at least. And on the pitch, obviously, different things can happen. And Luis de la Fuente may end up winning the Euros after the controversy which he was part of last summer. But we'll see, we'll see. But I personally don't see Spain winning the tournament, to be honest.
Yeah, I think probably there is at least, I don't know, three, maybe even four teams that are better than them. No, but one thing that is interesting that you said, no, that in the last Euros when they were knocked out against Italy and also against Morocco in the World Cup. By then they didn't have, for example, Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal, and I think those players are two players that can, I think, give a plus to Spain, no? That they didn't have before. And even if I think those players, maybe if they are at the best level, of course, they can kind of replace the lack of the number nine, because of course they'll be giving 1v1, they'll be giving with speed and all of that, and also both of them scores. They both have decent amount of goal scoring, no? But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. I probably say that they will be getting around four quarterfinal, maybe semifinal, depending the open, you know. But let's see, man.
Guys,
Go on, go on.
guys, I have a question for you both.
For sure, bro. Go on, go on.
Yeah. Do you think it's coming home this time? What are the chances for England?
Man, England I don't know, man. England, I think probably their squad is top three, I would say, in terms of level. I think they probably France and Germany. I think that is the only ones that probably are better. I think they are there with both. But man, in the pitch, bro, I don't know, man. I don't see them as strong as the other two, and maybe even compared with Spain, because they lack technically. I don't know, man. Don't they don't play as they should with the players that they have, man. I think that comes with the manager, no, probably. So that's why, man. They have a lot of quality. They are of course a very good squad, but in terms of playing at the best level, man, when he comes against the best opponents, I think they lack a bit, man. So I wouldn't say they're the favorite, bro. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, well, I mean, I unfortunately have to agree with you because their biggest
Uh,
weaknesses are,
are you
in my eyes,
an English fan or no? Just to know. Oh,
yeah,
you are? Okay.
in my eyes, I think England's biggest weakness is their coach,
I agree, bro.
and I I don't think. I mean, if you look at the rest of the teams, right? Everyone has a manager who has had at least one successful period, or in some point in time, or even currently, right? Currently, they're having success in their respective national teams. But uh, in case of Gareth Southgate, it's you just can't see that. You just can't see that because you just can't see that because I mean, before he started coaching the England national team, we never even heard of him, right? And most importantly, uh, I mean, his squad selection parameters are, I mean, okay. I mean, he likes to prefer the more informed players rather than the more like veterans or the more established players. That's a good thing, but I don't think he knows how to maximize the output of the teams
Mm-hmm.
he puts together, and
Yeah.
he has enough technical or the tactical flexibility or the knowledge enough to outsmart opponents, right?
Yeah. No, I think sometimes I don't know, it's quite a conservative coach, and goes for the like a very very defensive approach sometimes, and with the quality that the England has, man, I think they can be doing much more, man. But to be honest, I think in the I don't know if now is on the World. Like, I think on the World Cup they had some decent matches, but when they played against a very good team like France, they got knocked out. So that's the point. They can do well against the weaker teams, the lower sides, but against the biggest ones is when it costs a bit. Similar like Netherlands, but I think Netherlands lacks. The point of Netherlands is that they lack quality. England is more about the way of playing and all of that, no. But let's see, man. Let's see. I think they can probably with quarterfinal, semi, they can get for sure. By the way, the Germany game will be starting in the next minutes, but next one, man. Best player.
Yeah,
Oof, ooh, that is a interesting one, but probably there is a very obvious one. I'm gonna be. It's an obvious one. But I'm gonna be saying Mbappe, man, because for me, probably he's if not the best, top three best of the world, man. And I think he has to perform and with the national team, usually Mbappe does very very well. So I'm be putting him in there.
yeah, I have to agree with you because I mean, Mbappe, he's probably had a lot of ups and downs in his PSG career. I
Yeah.
mean, some of the seasons haven't been really on par with what his level is currently at right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, but whenever he plays for France, it's a different thing
Yeah.
because, I mean, we haven't seen a single tournament so far, him in the France jersey, where he hasn't really performed, right? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, whenever they needed him, he has scored. Whenever they needed him, he assisted, and most importantly, he opposition fullbacks have always had a very nightmare time dealing with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for that reason, I think, yeah, it's an easy choice that Kylian Mbappe could be the player of the tournament because he's obviously he's extra motivated right now. His Real Madrid move going through after all these years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that could also play a factor in motivating him to a different level of confidence where he can uh, perform at a whole new level to propel France to the trophy, I think.
Oh, and I think
Well,
he
regarding Mbappe, to be honest, he is a player who will be extra motivated to perform in the Euros this time around because he has won the World Cup,
yeah.
obviously, which is the biggest tournament of all. He has won the Nations League, but the Euros is one tournament which is missing from his trophy cabinet. And to be very honest, the last Euro campaign which he had was probably the worst campaign of any tournament which he had ever had in his career.
Yeah, no,
And that he'd definitely like to change this time around.
for sure. No,
And
France
that's
did very bad in the
yeah,
Euros as as a whole.
yeah. The last Euro which Mbappe had in 2021 for his level was very bad, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
And that is something which he would definitely like to change this time around.
For sure.
And that is what I think which should cause him extra motivation.
Mm-hmm.
And thus, I think Mbappe is definitely a player to look forward to this time around.
Uh, do you think he's gonna be the best player as well, or do you have another candidate? Because to be honest, I don't really know who else could be, man. Maybe someone from Germany, as Germany might be doing well. I don't know who could be
Mm,
Gundogan.
The
I,
best
I
player is
think
pretty difficult to predict, to be honest.
Yeah,
Last time around, it was
exactly.
Donnarumma, I guess, who won the
Donnarumma.
best player of the tournament award.
Yeah,
And
it's
he's
kind
someone who
of random,
definitely,
no?
I don't think anyone would have predicted Donnarumma to win that award.
No, no,
The same goes
not
for
at
this
all.
time around as well. We'll see, like whichever team does well, they reach the final or they win the tournament. The best player of that team might end up winning this award for being the best player of the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think if France win the tournament, then it might be Mbappe or it might be Griezmann. We'll
Yeah,
see.
Griezmann is another one that I think probably will
Yeah,
be doing a
Yeah,
very good
he's a
tournament as well.
very important candidate for the best player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would probably say apart from Mbappe, I will stick with
But
Mbappe.
I
But
think
Griezmann,
if
uh huh.
if we're talking about apart from Mbappe, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, one player I would like to mention out is that it could be either one from Florian Wirtz or
Oh,
Jamal Musiala.
yeah. Okay,
I
those
mean,
are very good ones.
they could have a very big impact if Germany go deep into the tournament, right?
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. As I said, no. As I think Germany will be doing well. Probably one of their players could be the player of the tournament for sure, the one that performs the best as well. Let me see the chat. England or France will win the Eurocopa, says Predomina. Predomina. I would say out of the two, probably France has the best chance, bro. But let's see. I think it's
if you look at the team on paper, then definitely France have the best
the
squad of
best
all
one,
the
nah,
teams
for sure.
present playing in the tournament.
No, their
Yeah,
squad
exactly.
is incredible, man. All of the probably is the most balanced squad in all, all of the lines that have very good goalkeepers. They have a very good defense, very strong
I
midfielder as
mean,
well, and players, forward players that are very decisive. You know, so and even if an interesting thing in France is that most of the time they is a team that don't have to play well to win, man. Most of the time they don't play
yeah,
well,
exactly.
but as they have the players that decide, man, and defensively usually they do well and all that. They don't have to be better than the opponent team, man. It's incredible. So it's also an positive point for them. You know?
Yeah, very it's a very insane thing actually. I mean, if you remember how all of this started,
Uh-huh.
uh, uh, France's, I mean, domination in international football. It started from, I mean, at least squad wise, right? I mean, not I'm not talking about trophies or anything. It's like if you if you look at from the 2016 Euros, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even then they had the best squad, right? Then we had the 2018 World Cup. Even then they had the best squad. Then we had the 2020 Euros. Even then they have the best squad. Even though they were knocked out in the quarterfinals, I think. And going into the 2022 World Cup, they also had probably the best squad, and it's quite insane thinking that we're so far into now it's 2024, we're having another Euros, they still have the best squad, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you just have to imagine that what kind of an insane player pipeline they currently have, right? I mean, they have developed. I mean, it has to be an insane player development system. I mean, how can you have so many world-class players coming through one by one after like this? And
That's
I
incredible,
mean,
no?
year after year,
How
you're
they do
going
it.
into each tournament as favorites, as having the best squad, right?
No, and the thing is that every tournament the squad their squad gets better. No, for example,
Yeah,
the
exactly,
squad that they
exactly.
have now for me is better than the one that, or at least more complete with more talented players than the one that won the World Cup, for example. So no, it's quite incredible, man. That we talk about Mbappe and Griezmann, but other players that are there, for example, Dembele or always can be a player that can be decisive. Phil Hernandez, for example, as a fullback, is a fullback that always get a lot of goals and assists as well. So no, the team is incredible, man. The lads in the chat were saying also Harry Kane, but I think he probably would be doing that. But the thing with Kane is that if England, for example, gets knocked out early, it would be difficult for him to win the tournament. No, so yeah, it depends a little bit on the team, but he's a very good one as well. So we have Mbappe, Richavos. Were you going for Mbappe as well, or were you saying another player? I don't remember now. And the chat has said Kane.
Yeah.
I think
Mm,
every one of us went in with Mbappe, no? Um,
yeah. Some of them are saying, I think you said Kane, right?
no, I said Mbappe, but the chat said Kane. I think
Yeah.
there was
Yeah.
someone.
Kane actually have a pretty similar record to Mbappe in the international tournaments. I think. I mean, most of his goals are from penalties, but
Oh, but
he has
you
scored
have
a
to
lot of
get
goals
them,
for
no?
England.
You have to score, no? You have to score them for sure.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, scoring penalties is also it's a good thing, right?
No, for sure. Uh, do do you guys want to complete the predictions or we? Yeah, because do another day is a bit difficult, but,
Yeah,
or you wanna go into to watch the Euros? We can do whatever
yeah,
you guys
yeah.
prefer.
I'll just quickly complete it. I think
Oh, we can do
the
complete.
best
Yeah,
U.
go on, go on.
Yeah, yeah. I think the best U21 player. I think it should be. I mean, it's a no-brainer, right? If Lamine Yamal performs, it should be him.
Nah, for sure, man. To not repeat it, but I think probably will be Lamine, and the most obvious choice is him. But I will say to not repeat it, I'll say Fermin, man. And also the fact that he got in like last minute in the squad, and for me, he's a player that a different profile that Spain didn't have. So I'll be going with Fermin to put a different player, but probably will be. I think this is one of the two, Lamine or Fermin. Uh, yeah, Rishav, do you wanna say yours, man? Or we can do
I'll definitely go for Lamine Yamal.
Lamine Yamal as well, no? Yeah, nah, for
Yeah.
sure. Is the obvious one. Let me see the chat quickly, but I think probably everyone will be seeing Lamine, no? Oh, there's no one. Okay, top scorer, lads. But top scorer is a difficult one, man. I don't have this one
I'll
clear.
Mm.
go for Harry Kane, to be
Harry Kane,
honest.
no? Yeah, probably is gonna be scoring a lot, no? Penalties and all that, no?
Yeah, exactly.
No, but for sure, no. As we said, you have to score. And by the way, one new Germany has already. Florian Wirtz just scored.
Yeah, which has scored the opening goal.
Yeah, 1-0. No? Yeah, Germany should be winning this game, no problem. No. But you guys are saying Kane, bro. Let me think. Uh, another another striker, man. Is to be honest, there's not that many, you know. Because if you think in Spain, there isn't one. France, maybe Mbappe could be as well. Probably Mbappe would be Mbappe or Griezmann, one of the two. Uh, who else, bro? Of top strikers. There isn't that many, man. To be honest, I'm gonna be saying Kane as well, man. Just because I don't think there's another one that probably will be scoring that much. A part of Mbappe, as we already put Mbappe as a best player, to not repeat it. But yeah. Yours reason going with
Yeah.
Kane as well, or do you have another shout?
Uh, I think I would like to go with this time. For me, I think it should. I think it would be Mbappe. I think.
Mbappe, no? Yeah.
Yeah, Mbappe. I think it's he. If he starts scoring right off the bat from the group stages, I think it would be very tough for opponents to stop him from scoring. I think he could end up more than. I mean, the best he is at 5, I think, so far in a singles edition. He could end up more than this time.
No, and the thing with Mbappe is the same with Kane. You know, he takes all of the penalties, all of that. So
Yeah,
increases
exactly.
his numbers of goals and all of that. No? Apart of scoring a lot normally. Best keeper. Wow, this one is a very good one, bro. Um, let me think, bro. I'm going to say Neuer more. I think I'm gonna say Neuer. I don't know if maybe it's gonna be one of his last Euros. Maybe it could be. And playing at home, I think. And Neuer always keep his best level. You know, with the not always, but more times than no, I think he does very well with the German team and also having competition in there. I'm gonna be saying Neuer, man.
Yeah, of course. Uh, for me, I'm going with a slightly different one in this one.
Uh huh.
I think it's if if Switzerland do well and go past the group stages, I think it could be Gregor Kobel.
Kobo, from Germany. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. No. He's from Switzerland.
Switzerland. So sorry. Well, but
Yeah.
you're seeing the one that plays at Dortmund, no?
Yeah.
Okay,
Him.
okay. I don't know why I
He's
thought it was
he's had
Germany.
he has had an incredible club season, and he's going in with a lot of confidence. And I think if Switzerland end up qualifying from the first round and then going to the knockout stages, it could be because of him and his I mean heroics, right? I mean they will definitely not be in the same uh, level as the rest of the teams in the group, so they could need his heroics to save them.
Mm-hmm. No, he's an interesting bro. I think he's a keeper that can be doing well. Also, Unai Simon is an interesting one, but Unai sometimes he makes some mistakes that are. This level, as Rich have said before, is difficult to have, no. And what about you, Rishabh? Who will you say, man?
Difficult to predict, but I think Andre Lunin might be one of the best keepers in the tournament because
Okay,
Ukraine, I think, have got a tricky group, but definitely they can make out of it.
let me see
And
their
if
group
they
here.
make to a stage, yeah, if they make to a stage like the quarterfinals, then Lunin might take the best keeper award.
It's an accessible route, to be honest, man. Belgium, Slovakia, and Romania. I think as a second, um, as a third, maybe I think they can go through in there for sure. Um,
Because Ukraine squad is a good one, to be honest.
no, I
They've
like I
got the
like
two
them both for
Girona
sure.
players in Dovbish and Sigankov. They've got Zinchenko. They've got a good coach as well.
Hmm.
Lunin, definitely, I think he can. win the best keeper award.
Okay, Looney. And to end, bro, one bold prediction. Wow, that is a good one. One bold prediction, man. I'm gonna be saying. Well, I think I'm gonna be sticking with the one that I said before. Netherlands. Get Netherlands. That's the disappointment of the tournament. That's gonna be my bold prediction. I don't know if it's a bold, but it's the one that I have at the moment. That I think this one can be anything. Can be a player that nobody expects to be doing well, or I don't know, a national team that someone expects to be doing well and won't be doing, or those kind of things. No?
Yeah, like last time around, we had Patrick Schick winning the
The
Golden
the
Boot, for he
Golden
was the
Ball.
joint top scorer of the tournament. Yeah.
Uh-huh, for sure.
Yeah.
Like this
And
time also, my bold prediction would be that only, like a not so much big name would win the Golden Boot.
Okay. I'm gonna be putting uh, how is underdog can be underdog go Golden Boot, like a player that nobody expects and it wins. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it will
Meanwhile,
be, bro,
Germany made it
because
2-0.
the Golden Boot, apart from Kane and Mbappe, is very difficult to predict. So maybe another player can be winning. What
yeah,
about,
of course.
yeah? What do you think, man? Your bold prediction is reason.
Yeah, I think I would go with. I think it would be a little bit. Uh, I mean, say too much optimistic.
Uh huh.
Germany have scored again.
Score again. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's Jamal Musiala.
Okay, 2-0 Germany. Yeah, to be honest,
Yeah,
Scotland is not the best opponent, but yeah, Germany
yeah,
are doing very well, man. I'm having the game here in the second screen, and they are dominating the game and doing very well.
yeah. And I think I think one of the underdogs will reach either the quarters or the semis.
One of the underdogs. Okay,
Yes, I
like
think one of the other underdogs will reach the quarters or the semis,
uh-huh.
and they will play very well in doing so.
Like in Austria and Ukraine, someone like that, no?
Yes, Austria, Ukraine, Hungary, anyone.
Nice. No, that is a good prediction, to be honest. I like it, that one. And underdog to get to the quarter slash semi-final. Okay, so just to review the predictions we have. Okay. There is the winner. Let's do this one quickly. I'm gonna be saying France, man. Wow. Well,
I'll say France as
For
well.
me,
France as well.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
for me, the best bet is France too.
France. Okay. No, this one is. I think it's between France and Germany. I'm gonna be saying France because of their team and their squad, as we explained before. But
Yeah, you.
Germany can do as
There's
well.
a high possibility. There's a high possibility of both of them meeting in the final.
See, Penning Monster said Germany are crushing Scotland. They're winning the tournament, boys. Well, they're doing well, man. They started very well, and they're giving the good signs that they can get far. But I see. So dark horse. Richard said Poland. Reason Austria. I said Austria as well. Very likely one of the two can get far. The chat said Hungary, which is an interesting one as well, and we can add Ukraine to this list as well. Underachiever for me, Netherlands. I think they probably will be the biggest disappointment. Rishabh said Germany, and reason said Germany because of the 50-50 thing that or they will do very well or they will do very bad. But let's see. For now, they are doing well. The chat said Italy. I agree with that. Best player, we were all of us three said Mbappe. The chat Kane. U22 player, the reason said Lamine Yamal. I said Fermin just to put a different one, and we have Lamine, which is a very obvious one and likely one, to be honest. Top scorer, Richard and I said Kane. because he usually scores a lot. He's reason Mbappe. Best keeper, I said Neuer. He's reason Kobel. We have Lunin because of the chances of Ukraine doing very well. And one good prediction, I said Netherlands being the disappointment because it is what it is. And we have underdog Golden Boot in the sense that a player that nobody expects maybe will be winning the Golden Boot, and the reason the same. But for a squad to be getting to the quarter or semi-final like a I don't know a Ukraine or a Austria or someone like that. But I think it's gonna be that so that we can let you guys go to watch the Euros with no problem in your homes and chilling. But if you guys have a less thing that you guys wanna say, feel free, bro. A less intervention or something that you guys wanna say, or if not, we can go home.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, no, I think it's gonna be it. No, thank you, Rishav and Reason for coming in, lads. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I think was a decent stream, and I think we could talk a bit about different topics, Euro, Barca, and very nice. And of course, if you guys want, next week we back and talking about things and hopefully more Barca news, no, because this week was very slow, no. But yeah,
Yeah, it was very slow in terms of transfers.
for sure. No, but I think that's gonna be for you lads. No, good weekend for you guys, and
Yeah,
see you.
thanks for calling me, man.
Nah, thank you for coming, bro. Hope you enjoy and whenever you want, feel free to come. No? Same for everyone that wants, of course.
Yeah, good night.
Good night, good night. See you, lads.
Yeah, good night, everyone.
Good night. But yeah, that's okay. Sorry. I think that's gonna be it for the stream today. Thank everyone that tuned in. A little bit of a quicker stream compared to the last one, but as we had the Euros, probably everyone would like to be watching that. But thank you guys for coming. Everyone that tuned in the chat in the stream, and next week probably we'll be back, man. Thank you everybody for coming, and have a good night and a good weekend. See you.